That is warm. Right, yeah, just for a change, I'm not wearing one of my hats. This was one of my birthday presents from Mrs. P. You will get to see a few more of my birthday presents over the next few days, so including more t-shirts. Abby gave me a cut of t-shirts, one that I like and one that I'm not quite so keen on, but I've been told I have to wear it anyway. It's like a gun to my head, you will wear it. So anyway, good afternoon world, and welcome to Sunday 24th of July. So it's nice and warm, 27 degrees, a fair breeze, not an unpleasant afternoon. It's plenty warm enough for me, but not unpleasant. No combining. The decision was made yesterday that we wouldn't take our rape off for another 2 or 3 days. We actually did a moisture test on it yesterday. Apparently it came back at, he had 2 tests, one was 12 and one was 14. That's on the high side. We want moisture down a bit below that really, and he did find a couple of red seed pods. So yeah, a couple of days delay on that. Like I said in yesterday's video, that's partially because Reg has got his crop off, but he planted his 2 weeks before us. So our crop is, well, it's not 2 weeks behind, it's actually only a few days behind. This warm weather has kind of brought everything forward a little bit, so yeah, harvesting later this week. Hopefully Phil Ball from Chandler's is going to be giving us a ring Monday, Tuesday to drop a tractor into us to play with for a few days. I know he's also taking one down to Rich Cornock, the funky farmer. He's going to have a tractor on trial for 2 days. The 2 machines are, I believe, quite similar. I think mine is 1 spec up, but then I do a lot more road work than Richard does. He doesn't need to do all the travel that I do. He doesn't need what I need. So whether or not he's going to buy a tractor at the end of this, well, that's up to him to tell you. That's none of my business. So, but we did say that if we both have our Massey Fergusons at the same time, we might actually do a little collaboration video, and we'll put the 2 tractors together, and maybe we'll just talk about them, the differences, and why he would go for the model he's looking at, and why I would choose the one I'm going at or looking at. So maybe that's a video to come up in a week or so. We shall see. Anyway, it's Sunday. Farmers are going to be working, so the harvesters are still going to be going, but not ours. So as I've got time off from the farm, all the animals are all right. I've got a whole load of tree work to catch up with. So I rang round a lot of our customers that I've not been able to see for the last week, 10 days and more, because I had the COVID and we were busy haymaking, to see if they'd mind me coming out on Sunday, and pretty much all of them have said, nope, that's fine, we're at home, come on over. So that's what I'm doing. So it's not farm work, tree work, but it's still work. Still got to be done.
Hello, I'm sorry, but the person you called is not available.
Okay, so that's my first visit. I like to ring clients to say, I'll be there in 10 minutes, is that okay? But being as I already rang her yesterday and told her I was coming, I'm going to have to assume it is okay. So we're just going to go and tap on the door. Yeah, this first one's going to be interesting. It's not her tree, but it is in her garden. Okay, let's get a bird's eye view, after getting nearly hit by a pigeon, of the crux of the problem. So, doesn't look too much from here. In fact, just looks like a few dead branches on the floor. But when we get a bit nearer, you can see this poplar tree. So hybrid poplar has uprooted, come over and landed in the top of an oak tree. Now you can't really see the oak tree, but any second now I'm going to put a little white arrow to show you where the root plate is of the oak, and there it is, just under there. So that's one oak that this tree has taken over, but it's not necessarily the tree it's hanging in. As you can see, this is sort of 18-20 feet off the floor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a second arrow and show you where, there you go, there's the stump of the oak, and that's where it's hanging up. Basically, we need to get that poplar stem on the floor, safe, out of the oak tree, remove everything that's overhanging the private garden behind, make sure nothing goes in the stream, which is underneath the tree. We've got to cut everything back well away from the stream, make sure there's no future flooding problems, and leave the site safe and as tidy as we possibly can. So we are, nice easy little job. Won't take as long, a couple of days, knock it in the head. Yeah, the homeowners were intrigued with the drone, thought it was a fantastic little invention, and I did mention that they might just briefly appear on the video. So, anyway folks, there you go. Done and dusted. Oh, that was exciting, wasn't it? So I asked the client, I said, it was a difficult tree to do because it's a poplar hung up in an oak tree, and in the process, as the poplar's gone down, it's pushed the oak over. So the poplar root plate is out of the ground, the oak root plate is out of the ground, but because the oak bends a bit, it hasn't gone right down. But the whole thing is, well, potentially really dangerous. There's no vehicular access down there that I can see, unless we got a great big track laying machine down there, which I still don't think, because we've got to cross a watercourse and a bog to get to it, although it is dryish at the minute. Yeah, it's not going to be simple, that. So my remit from the customer, which isn't the folks here, it is the landowner opposite, is to make it safe and clear their garden as quickly and cheaply as I can. I don't think it's going to be very quick. That's it. Last one done. It's what, almost 20 to 7. All I've got to do now is go back in the office, write them all up, and then Mrs. P can type them all out, send them all off, and there's enough work in there I've just looked at to keep the guys going for about 9 days. So yeah, 3 and a bit, 4 hours work for me to keep them busy for 9 days. So that's providing everybody wants it done. Okay, I've had enough. It's Sunday. I don't want to play anymore, so I've got a few little bits and bobs to do down there. Check the cattle, make sure they're okay. They're all right. Shut the birds in later on, and that's it, I'm done. So I'll see you all tomorrow, Monday. I hope you had a good weekend.